kind of insane to me how much can happen to impact my life in such a small amount of time. I mean, I learned how to surf, jumped off of a rock, scuba dived the Great Barrier Reef, partied in a big city, and I even jumped off the third highest bungee jump in the world. But aside from all of the crazy bucket list items, I also made new friends, and perhaps most importantly, I was able to change my definition of progress. Before the trip, here I was, an engineer working hard at Driftmeyer, who has been conditioned to think that progress was a function of technological advances, which will ultimately make life on Earth better. And I believed that by contributing to society in this way, I would incur a net positive effect on the planet. I joined the study abroad program to try and switch up the pace for my engineering classes and try something new and outside of my comfort zone. And throughout my journey, I opened up my scope of progress and found out that progress is more than just technology, but has multiple definitions in respect to economics, society, and the environment, which we know to be the triple bottom line. And it is important to consider every facet before moving forward. Now, it might be easy to just say that, but it becomes much more complicated to actually implement this into the world, because it's very difficult to get everyone to agree on things. People are going to have different values, and that's what makes collective action such a challenge. Education on sustainable progress is so important for this reason. Through the projects, surveys, and field guides conducted during the program, I know that I personally will make big life decisions based on what I learned. For example, expansion of the Carmichael coal mines would mean dredging in the Great Barrier Reef. And while this can yield economic progress, this is a major setback environmentally, and by now I know how valuable that ecosystem is, and why it's important to fight for its preservation. My education during my travels will affect what kind of job I have in the future, because I want to work for a company that is considerate of these things, and not willing to sacrifice it. If the circular economy of Lady Elliot Island, and the idea of Kaikiakitanga from the Maori people are able to change my perspective of the world, surely it could do the same for everyone. It may seem impossible to get everyone on the same page, especially with all of the world's wicked problems. But if the problem can be digested into smaller steps, then who knows? Maybe worldwide sustainable development can happen in the near future. And perhaps it can start with our community in Athens.